Welcome to Sunday Night True Crime with myself, Chad Smith, my sister Molly, Cassie, and Carol XO. Please grab your favorite beverage and a snack and sit back and enjoy another Sunday night of true crime. Tonight we will be telling you about the case of the McStays.
The year was 2010. Joseph and Summer McStay and their two young children mysteriously disappeared. With no known enemies to their family and living in a quiet and friendly neighborhood, investigators were stumped. The McStays were known as a happy and loving family to all who knew them. In searching their home, there was no signs of forced entry or signs of a struggle or foul play. There were no leads for 4 years, and the case went cold.
Joseph owned an online company named Earth Inspired Products that sold decorative water fountains as Summer stayed home with their sons. On February 4th, 2010, what seemed to be an ordinary day for the McStays, Joseph talked to his dad before going to a work meeting. His last known call was to his business partner, Charles Merritt. Summer spoke to her sister and planned to meet up with her later that day. At around 7 p.m., the family's car was captured on neighbor's security camera leaving. After that, there was no signs from the family. 40-year-old Joseph, 43-year-old Summer, 4-year-old Joseph Jr., and 3-year-old Gianni were never seen or heard from again.
Relatives of the family knew the family wouldn't go away without telling anyone. Their family dogs were left in the backyard with no food. Prescriptions were left at home with $100,000 sitting in the bank untouched. It didn't make sense. After not being able to reach the family for a week, the families became very worried. Michael McStay, Joseph's brother, went to the family's home finding it empty, with the dogs out back unfed. The next day, on February 5th, Michael reported the family missing. After issuing a search warrant, the family's house was investigated promptly. It appeared the family had left in a hurry. Food was left on the counter. It seemed something very urgent had happened, pulling the family away. The house showed no signs of a struggle.
Upon further investigation, it was found police had towed the family's Isuzu Trooper from a parking lot close to the Mexican border, days before the family was reported missing. What really messed with the case was the family not being reported missing until 11 days after the family heard from the McStays. Between cell phone calls, the car's location, and other clues discovered, the investigation's attention was pulled in many directions. At one point, the family even thought the McStays picked up and moved to Mexico, starting a new life. With the McStays family car being found abandoned at Mexico's border, and a video surfacing of a family resembling the McStays crossing the border on foot, it was soon discovered that it was not the McStays, but this video delayed the case.
There were several suspects in this case, including Dan Kavanaugh, Joseph's website designer. Dan was cleared by being in Hawaii at the time and having plenty of witnesses. Combing through his son's emails, Patrick McStay sees some suspicious activity by his son's business partner, Charles Merritt. At this time, the lead turned into a dead end. Charles claimed he was Joseph's best friend. Joseph, not knowing of Charles's shady past, trusted Charles's expertise, and the business opened up to Fountain Distribution, which Charles handled. Charles hid his true business and personal background well, which included compromised gambling, fraud, theft, and scamming customers out of their money. Police soon focused their attention on Charles's whereabouts on the day of the family's disappearance.
After 4 years of this case sitting cold, no answers, a bike A biker discovered 2 shallow graves with multiple remains in each in the desert of Victorville, California. They were 100 miles north of the McStays' home. At this site, a 3-pound sledgehammer was also found. The cause of death was blunt force trauma. I won't go into the gory details here, but the family suffered a horrible death. Dental records soon confirmed the adults to be Summer and Joseph, the smaller sets believed to be their 2 sons. It was believed Joseph was killed first, with evidence to his injuries, so he couldn't protect his family. DNA matching Charles Merritt was found at the McStays steering wheel, and the gear shift helped to nail Charles as a suspect, as he had claimed he had never been in the McStays' vehicle. His cell phone pinged near the grave sites during the time of their disappearance.
Charles Merritt's trial began January of 2019. Details slowly emerged, putting some of the puzzle together. The last known phone call from Joseph being to Charles at 5:48 p.m. on the day of the McStays' disappearance. Police believe that the murders happened soon after. Charles logged into Joseph's QuickBooks from Joseph's home computer and wrote himself a $4,000 check at around 8 p.m. that night. They believe Charles called his own phone from Joseph's that while he was still in the McStays' house. In the days following, Charles wrote himself many checks directly from the Earth-inspired product account. He was paying himself and gambling the money at different casinos.
Charles Merritt, who claimed over and over during police interviews that he loved Joseph and was his best friend, had over-murdered Joseph and his beautiful family. And for what? Motive. Greed.
On June 10, 2019, Charles Merritt is found guilty of murdering the McStay family. As of January 21st, 2020, Charles Merritt was sentenced to life for the murders. He was given the death penalty, and he is now sitting in San Quentin on death row.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope to see you next week for an all-new case. Please like and subscribe and share this video if you liked it. And we will see you once again next week on another Sunday night of Sunday Night True Crime. Thank you.